Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Curse of Mother Misery. Tonight we're playing the Monster Curses Rod, but it's changed, transformed, and we're playing in the system and the setting of Frostmark RPG, everything created by moi. There's a content warning for tonight of bad language, heavy topics, gothic horror, and perhaps some gore. We shall see. We have a wonderful cast of players. I got Lady Lyra, half of Megas, played by Julie. Hello, welcome.
You forgot the plant violence.
I'm Marty, our Tuesday Warlock, played by Cookie.
Hello. Count bank, county, count bank.
I knew it. Next of the study, our Tiefling Bard, played by Adriana. What? Your microphone cut you off.
Is dying. Oh no.
And then we have an open spot for a fourth person if everyone wants to join. It might just be you looking through the camera. Just like, subscribe, and join the Discord and we will situate you, I promise. Okay, what happened last time, gang?
Fighto stato.
Trimming the bushes.
Yeah, that's what you did. You trimmed the bush.
We went
one of the
gardening.
One of the druidy people had a creepy staff thingy, and then got guiding bolted by Nyx twice and ran for his life.
Very anticlimactic.
You got heckin' blat.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's kind of you started the fight to clear out the vineyard of the forest folk and their strange animated plants that seems to follow whatever they want through some mysterious means. Might be connected with a magic artifact that has been stolen from the Martikovs over the years. And Davian told you that he is impressed that you have found the sound sword, and it certainly helps, but he doesn't know if you have the skill to wield it, and so you are showing that by taking care of business and clearing out the Martikov's family home. Okay. Alright, let's jump into the action, shall we?
Action! Action! Action!
Ooga, booga, booga, ooga.
Exactly.
We are going to do the things.
All the
There
things.
are things to be done.
Yep.
The bell tolls for us.
Indeed. Okay, so is the turnover fucked up or not fucked up?
No, it's at the top of the round. It's
Okay, good.
Illyria.
Good. Because sometimes it's like you can't see yourself anymore. It's strange.
That's weird.
Oh.
When you're joining in, but it seems like you've been...
No, that's fine.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Then I don't need to worry about that. Okay. Bush and bramble, blood and pain, twig and root, the haze of battle is all around. Quick images of corpses strewn across the ground, a swirling thundercloud above your heads, and approaching enemies all around. They are eyeless, voiceless, plants that twitch and creak as they advance, emotionless. A sudden guttural shout of primal anger overshadows the sound of the combat, the hulking grey beast of a man raising his axe over his shoulder. The robed men and women in leathers and furs with headdresses made out of various animal skulls weave magic through their fingers as their dark green soulmark alights across their bodies. Searing pain from underneath your boots, Illyria, as flame threatened to lick up your leg. A fortuitous jump to the side saves the flesh for now, despite the distraction that is soul tugging on your hair. Sweat on the brow as the siblings Darius and Stephania pressed further and further backwards, glancing at the vicious spikes growing out of the earth like hair from a skull. Stolen vitality pulsates in the cracks of the bark of the hulking masses, marching ever forward. Blood streams down Esmeralda's nostril as she readies her blurred self to rush in once more to meet and deal pain. Nyx pushes his back up against the hay ball, fingers grasping into the stiff strands of the wheat as he's trying to ignore the maniacal whispers of his companion beside him. Count bank, count bank, count bank. The screech of a raven cresting high above. Dodge, iron bark claw rending skin. Flash of radiant light. Shriek, pull your weapon out of the cleaved wood. Pant, deafening crack of lightning. The crosses spreading, the healing light of the floating golden butterfly, gasp of air, willpower exerted over a soul in your hand, shout of agony, stem the wound, counterattack, singling out your next target, words of magic, roar of anger. You are in the thick of it. Images flashing all around you, your mind slowing down to what is only immediately pressing, letting instinct and bloodthirst take over whilst you're trying to ignore the ache in your bodies. So far, so good. Let's see if that skill and luck lasts. Illyria, it's your turn.
Alright, Illyria is looking a little bit roughed up, but will this time, as her action, start casting haste and once again kind of like get to like supernatural speeds.
Okay, casting haste again.
Yes.
This would not be soul mastery.
Yes.
So we need to do a soul check. Is your vibe the right? Let's find out.
Your vibe, right?
Haste is level 3, so this is a DV15. That's a success, Amardia.
Martia,
The vibe is true.
Yeah, the vibe is true.
the vibe is true.
Yes, exactly what you needed. Okay, all right.
And with my hasted action, I'm just going to take that one attack.
Okay.
So why did I just turn into a riding horse accidentally?
Bex.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the overgrowth was put there. Was it moved last episode?
There were 2, but I realized that Spike Growth is concentration, and concentration was broken on the guy that ran away.
The guy that ran away was doing the lightning cloud.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, then it's one of the other ones. Okay,
Yeah,
no,
but-
it's...
and his was further down here.
Yeah, so am I like standing in like a spike growth?
Yeah, then that would have... the Spike Growth would have dissipated when he cast Thundercloud, or Lightning Bolt.
Lightning bolt is not a concentration.
No. The other spell that you can continue to cast.
Storm thingy-majig.
Stomosphere. No.
No.
Lightning storm?
You mean coal lightning?
Cold
Yeah,
lightning!
cold
Yeah,
lightning,
the one that makes
exactly.
it big!
Wait, there were 2 coal lightning clouds?
Yes, another person have recasted Call Lightning down, one of the 3.
Oh,
The one
I
with
thought-
blue has...
I see.
I promise we have all played this game for
Thank
a
you,
while.
Halo. I totally forgot it. Escaped my mind. No, then it must be create bonfire underneath Illyria is also concentration, and I think
Yes.
that
That one was fine, but I think unless it was recast and I didn't catch it, I was just
But
thinking the green square was like maybe its whole size down.
No, I've rechecked, and concentration right now it's the second cast of Spike Growth that has been cast up there.
Oh, okay, it's the second cast.
yeah,
Fair enough.
So,
I just didn't. I didn't hear it.
Of course. So this is a Spike Growth The new one, this is the red is for the crepe on
Bonfire.
fire, and the blue is for cold lightning.
And the other guy, okay, he's running away.
Yeah, he's running away. And his concentration broke, and he's running away. It's not right.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you step out of the crepe bonfire and the spike growth.
Yes. And I'm going to try to one in front of me. With a 18.
On the one just below you? Beside?
Yes.
Okay, that's definitely a hit.
So that's 9, I want to say radiant. Let me just double check.
It will always be radiant.
Yeah, at least until my sword goes out. And
You have a +9 to damage as well? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I have
Yeah,
the
because you
+2
duelist.
from
Yeah.
duelist.
The minimum amount of damage you can do is 10.
Yeah.
So it's dead.
I was like, yeah, why is it relevant?
So as long as you hit, everything gets chopped down.
Yeah.
But that one had less health remaining. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, no need to.
That's
roll.
that's my turn.
You destroy it. Okay, perfect. Okay, Stefania. Yeah, okay. Stefania calls out, great. Let's try to get out of this. She's also gonna step out of that. Doesn't seem smart to be in it. I think with the high athletics she has, she's just gonna tumble past you, Illyria. Kind of like 1 foot, like up on the hay ball. A very tight space that she's in there, but she is very, very agile, and she's gonna do her combo against the big boy. So there's gonna be 2 attacks with her short sword, and then she's gonna clock it in the head with a very bruised knuckle. Let's see, what is it? Oof! 3 attacks, and all of them bounce off the iron bark that is now pulsating through, enabled by the red light pulsating through in the cracks in the bark. This guy has turned very defensive right now, and anything that Stefania does right now just bounces off its armor. Okay. My turn. Okay, seeing that Stefania did nothing and you just killed somebody in front of this dude, there's going to be a iron bark claw coming your way, Illyria. Wait, so that's... oof. 16 to hit.
16.
That fails against you, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Illyria just kind of like dodges out the way.
Yep. We're gonna have again Stefania attack. You get us a miss for her as well. Oh my god. There's so many little boys here. There's gonna be like a rain coming Illyria's way. Let's see, how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ranged dudes. Okay, so there's gonna be 3 attacks against Stefania, 3 against Illyria. Well, okay, we also have this dude behind, so it's 12. So 4 each. Heck yeah. I feel accomplished. Okay. I'm gonna just move them forward as they cannot be in. They just basically turned into this brigade, like almost like how, you know, soldiers with muskets, you know, place themselves into lines. Kind of the same thing going on here. Stefania is gonna get some cover here, which by the big dude, which is very positive for her. Okay, so 4 attacks against Stefania. Okay, and she has increased. One of them hits. And it's from one of the normal guys. So let's see, this guy up here gets it. Oh, and she is going to take from the needle rain. Oh, 14 points of damage. That was a really good roll. Okay, and then we're gonna get for Illyria. 4 of them. 8, 13, critical 20, and 7.
Yeah, the crit hits.
You dodge and you weave, but you find yourself in an impossible situation. So one of them, you find yourself cornered and it hits you square in the upper shoulder for double the damage. You take 20 points of damage.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so this dude here. Alright, and then we have against Darius. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's your
for my concentration.
And it's exactly 10. It's halved or 10, whichever is highest. Good. What is your 14? Oof. 2 hits against Darius. Takes 15 and 9. You're stumbling backward, hands grasping at the haystack, bleeding all over, heel hooks, quite battered. And it was the second and the first. Okay, so blip 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 blip. Alright, one of these boys. Okay. Oof, this is starting to look a little bit scary. This guy is gonna like start walking around, is rushing around, but can't get all the way. And these guys are going to... Yeah, Darius might be fucked here. Bam! Thankfully there's not enough space to stand here. Yeah, there's gonna be 3 more attacks against Darius. Yeah, this is bad. 1 is improved. Okay, first a miss. Second, a hit. And the improved one is also a hit. Ooh! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Yeah, there's no way he can make it out of this. He just takes 35 points of damage. Darius is down. And we're going to roll Vitality saving throw for him.
Or
Wounds.
oh, yeah. Injury table.
Yep. No, he succeeded on that. That's at least. But you see Darius go down. Stephania crying out his name, whilst looking very panicked and hurt herself. Things are looking scary. Okay. Essie.
Okay. I don't know if anyone else has been looking at your sheet, but I did. Question.
Mm-hmm.
We can step northward, right?
Yes, you can. There would be like, give you like a secondary value of how many meters you're off the map.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's just one step out, right?
Okay, yeah. That's if you come back, no worries about it. Just count it.
Yeah. So, Izzy, seeing as we were like migrating to the right,
Mm-hmm.
is going to hop like northeast one,
Mm-hmm.
like this way. Oop, that's not your box.
I get it.
Out of it, and then come back down to here. So that's, there to. Oh, I don't know if I can do this. So there, for 2 meters, and because she has she doesn't get impeded by difficult terrain, right?
Yes, that's true. But you need. This is true. It doesn't count for her as double. Yeah.
Double movement.
Yes.
Because she's gonna do like this heckin' cool vault over the hay bale.
Heck yeah.
And like drop down to this side here.
Mm-hmm. That would be like an easy athletics dexterity for her.
I can't move her token for some reason.
Oh, you're right. I need to give you the rights. 1 second. There we go.
Athletics dexterity.
Yes.
I mean, she's very proficient in this, so 18.
Yeah, no problem.
And she'll hop there.
Mm-hmm.
Like all blurry and whatnot. She will carve into this spiny guy with 1 attack. Roll 20, why aren't you loading your sheet again? Okay. She could do like multi-attack, right? So she can do 3 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
The first one here is carving into this spiny boy. Let's say +7 to hit. No. +7, +4. Oh, that's the offhand, right?
+4 is if her greater favorite enemy procs.
But this is not a beast, right?
Indeed,
So
it's not a beast.
it's an additional +4 if it is for favorite enemy. So it's +7 on the first attack.
Heck yeah!
The natural 20 with a heckin' vault over.
Extra cool.
Nah.
Yeah.
So
what
is she targeting the one in between her and Stephania? Or the one above?
Yeah. In between.
Okay, so that's a 29 even. Just roll damage because that will probably take the one down. So let's do it. So that's
plus 6.
that's 1d6 plus 4 plus 6.
Oh, it's maximum damage, critical hit
Nice.
with a single vault because it was cool points.
Yeah, that's enough. She slashes that one and kills it. Oh my god, your kill stuff here on the side is getting big.
Chop, 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 chop. I guess the one. She's used all her movement. It was a heckin' cool turn.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
She has
The guy.
she has 2 more attacks to do.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So the one to the north of her. So it'll be save to hit with a 10 to hit. Oh.
Ooh, that is not enough. The two-wee creature dodges out of the way.
And then with her blacksmithy kind of silvered, her lumberjacking chopper.
Yeah.
Gonna go straight up, like as he dodges over the swish of the blade, going down with the axe in his groin area, I guess, for a 22.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the groin area.
The groinal woody area, because he's got too much wood. Gotta cut that down.
Yeah, of course he was.
That sounds like Essie though.
Yep.
That's
And it'll
1d6
be a
plus
6 bunches of damage to the woody groin.
Alright. The woody groin is back. And it's gone, I mean. And the creature just looks down and looks up and kind of shrugs. Darius is gonna do a secret death save.
Alright.
Oh. Okay,
I'm just
alright.
going to assume he got an add one.
Hamartia, your turn.
Hamartia looks around. Yeah, she sees. Now, pretty much completely surrounded. She sees an angry big guy on the verge of having her meet his big axe, I guess. She's going to look at where the other guy went with the spooky stuff. How far away was it? Because it's been a week. It's been a while.
This guy over here. Oh, the spooky. Oh, the counterback.
The one with the spooky stuff.
He's like
well,
all the
let's
way
count.
the other side.
Let's
Yeah,
count.
he's like all the way,
He's
like
34.
Oh, he's over there. Okay. She is going to call Nix and say, Nix, I need you to trust me on this one, okay? And she is going to reach out for you.
Reach out and touch somebody. Okay. I look at all these big guys and like, whatever you're going to do, I hope you don't get us killed before we kill your sisters. And I hold out my hand.
And then Hamartia will take the cape of the Count Bank, do a little flourish with it, cover her face with it, it's like the classic vampire look.
Oh.
And then
Damn.
flip it over, and as she flips it over, the cape elongates and spaghettifies and begins to encompass both her and Nix as they use Dimension Door
Woo.
and transport us over to where the big guy is.
Well, big and big.
Not big guy. I mean the
one
the
that
one
was
with the staff.
like
one with the
leadery guy.
Yeah, little guy. I'm just good.
What is what is the range of the mission door?
It's
Is
like
anyone?
1 billion feet. It's like 500 meters.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's like a dimension door is like quite a lot.
100 meters.
So I want
100.
to get over here, basically, and just be like, hello.
Like in front of him as he runs, so you
Yeah.
just want to pop up
yeah.
in front of him as he like skids to a
Nothing
stop,
personal, kid.
Yeah.
like this or something.
Yes.
Okay.
Nix comes out of this like sort of caped door, just like with his eyes burning down, looking at it. Like the object of what he just blasted now stands in front of him.
There's like helvetes jävlar.
And she's just going to look at him and say, "Oh, you didn't think you were going to get away, did you?" And I think that's my turn.
No bonus section.
Bonus action. I don't think I have a fucking good.
You can move your twinkly guy a little bit this way.
Which twinkly guy?
The butterfly, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna move the butterfly over here as a bonus action. That's my turn.
Oh, awesome. Okay, just leaving everyone else to die, including Soul.
Soul is going to go on a kamikaze mission,
Uh-huh.
and he's going to piss the fuck out of the big guy.
Oh no, Soul!
Oh, okay. Okay. So he's gonna make himself a target. Is that what you're telling
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, he's just going to like do like have you ever been into a nightclub and there's like this really one annoying fucking light that always goes on and off in your face? He's going to basically do like a dance on this guy.
Okay. Give me an empathy manipulation.
From Soul?
Yes.
Oh my god, okay. Empathy manipulation, let me check.
It's a -2.
He's not a really empathetic moth, as we've seen, but it's a 15!
Okay, I
Let me
will...
be perfectly honest. I refuse to believe that Soul has any empathy because Soul is a psychopath.
Yeah, I was like,
You need some empathy to be able to torture psychologically your victims.
Mm-hmm. True.
I think Soul prefers a more straightforward approach.
Yeah.
I mean, but
don't
this is the difference, right? If you're psychopathy, like it's called something else, it's called like a personality disorder nowadays, but you understand empathy but you do not feel it. The difference, like autism, Asperger and those things, they feel empathy but they have a hard time understanding it. It's a difference. Okay. All right. Well, it's actually his turn now, so I'm gonna roll some. What would it be against? Some kind of resolve check. To keep his cool, empathy, composure. Yeah, it's gonna.
He's raging.
Yeah, he's raging. That's true. So it's gonna have disadvantage.
Keep his cool when he's raging.
Yeah.
have to keep my cool, but fuck you! I'm being very polite about how I'm going to murder
I am calmly angry.
I'm Camry.
That's a 9. Okay. The Goliath Berserker looks at this strobing, irritating moth in front of his face, and he tries to attack. Like swatting away a fly from your face kind of deal, but with an axe.
I mean, that you gotta be careful when you do that.
That's a 6, the 10 to hit.
A 10 misses?
You only have 1 attack.
It's that whole sort of like, military-esque where you put like a bright flashlight on a gun. It's just like, it's really distracting.
Yeah, kinda. He doesn't really care about attacks of opportunity though, so he's gonna move forward. This guy only has 1 attack, so he's just gonna like attack once and then like try to jog for the rest of his turn of like, oh fuck. Okay.
Soul is in hot position going, no!
Come back! I
Fight me! Okay. Alright. Nyx, your turn.
Yeah.
You're staring in the face of this man. You can see now the white of his eye and the fear that lies within underneath this caked ochre that is all over his skin.
Does he look different to the other ones?
I mean, they all have their own quirks of like how they dress. They certainly show their personality in how they dress, but it's very much like their options are limited to whatever you can find in the forest. So it's, you know, it's bone, it's leather, it's mud, and it's color, so you can only get from this kind of boreal forest. So but he, like, there's a lot here. Like, there's things that hang from his belt that jingle as he moves, several different types of leather just sewn together haphazardly, 3 different kinds of furs, and this big headdress made out of deer antlers, where there are things strapped to it and dangling from it. But that what makes him different or distinct is that he's just painted all over his body with this this ochre, this like red mud.
I've not seen that before.
But he also has that staff, and when you look at it, it gives you like a headache how it impossibly spirals into itself, and as the wood creaks and the bark creaks and it moves, the pores, when they get triggered and pushed, there's these little droplets of blood that get squished out. So his whole hand is just covered in blood as it holds the staff.
Oh, like blood magic. Spoopy. Well, being point blank range is not Nyx's forte. But I guess it is thematic, as this all happens in a very quick, like, appearance is startling for him to be, like, you know, right in front, you know, what he's trying to flee from. And I guess as Nyx, like, comes out of this doorway, he will just, like, step forward and look at him, and in a quick flick of an action, cast poison spray right in his face.
That's just a save, right?
Yeah.
You take
Vitality.
half damage if you fail.
I think
No.
No.
It's suck or save.
Okay. It's just interesting because he has so little HP left.
I know. Nyx is not usually in a point blank range situation.
Vitality. That's a critical one.
Oh no.
Let's go!
Okay, well, I can't. Critical one! Okay, so this is, because I'm a higher level. Okay, it's this. GD12. Yeah. Here it comes with 10 points of poison to the face!
How do you want to do this?
As I step out of this doorway, I drop Hamatia's hand, and that's the same action I do my... it's my racial, right? It's like what I've always known. Like, think back to, like, just what is natural. And as I thrust my hand in front of his face and the poison gashes out through his mask, I want to hold on to his, like, staff as I, like, continue to push my hand towards his face until it's like you hear this sort of gurgling behind the mask, and just, like, let him drop.
Oh, you're not sure what he says, but you're sure that it was some kind of curse, and he writhes and screams on the ground for a while before the body twitches a few times and then just goes silent.
I'm used to curses. And as I hear him fall to the ground, I will call out to my friends far away and say, "Now is the time. Move. Go. Come towards us." And I will cast Protective Pump.
Yeah!
Oh, right,
Sure.
because it's hearing range, right?
Yeah.
As long as you scream, it's fine.
As long as I scream or they can see me, yeah. It makes no
Okay.
difference. So, yeah, so it will give 10 temporary hit points, and you can move half your movement. Everyone can move half their movement without provoking opportunity attacks if they so choose. And from Illyria's perspective, she will give like a nod and a thumbs up because that was super cool. And she will move 1, 2, 3 here.
Yeah.
10 temporary hit points does not revive Mr. Downed guy, though. It will give him 10. It will give him 10, but it will not revive him.
Yeah, I know. So you said that you held the staff as you did this?
Yeah.
Alright. And you
Oh, wow.
have the staff in your hand. Immediately you feel how slick the staff is because you yourself, like, your hand is started to be covered in blood.
Ooh.
It's an interesting feeling holding it. 1 second. I need to double check something. If there's any additional things that you feel.
I feel pretty.
Oh, so pretty.
That's just normal, you know. Gotta check what is not normal.
Oh, yeah.
Where did I put it? Oh, here we have it.
Wait, half my movement right now is the movement I have normally, right?
Yeah, or including your hasted movement. You could just like yeet yourself to the other side of the map. Yeah, half. Oh my god, this is broken with hasted movement. Shit. How much is your regular hasted movement?
Well, haste doubles it, right?
Right. So you have 6 feet of movement.
6 meters. We're not
6
in,
meters. 6
We're not in
meters.
America. We're in fantasy Sweden now.
6 squares.
I don't want to
Square.
though.
You don't want to what?
Yeah, but just get swarmed. I mean, you
Yeah,
know.
it's like regroup.
You'll
We want
die.
to kill the druids.
We can revive him, right?
Yeah. Hamatia's moth can revive him from range. She can cast a spell on me and it will revive or heal you where you are.
Okay, I'm right.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
there is just
I can revive him?
Yeah, from here.
Oh, right. I can use my touch spell with. I can channel my touch spell with.
Any heal spell. You can heal Nyx if you wanted to, or heal yourself, and you will heal everyone within the aura, right?
Oh, right. Oh, that's so broken. Holy shit.
Next.
Mm.
Not only do you feel uncomfortable as you grasp the staff in your hand, it fills you with certain needs when you hold it. You're not certain what that is, but there's definitely something more going on. Beyond that, there's this other space in your head that opens up, and as you look down to the staff in your hands and then look up, you can see all of the animated plants have turned their heads towards you.
It's the plant control stick.
Yeah. Yes.
I still have, but I've already used my bonus action in action. Just unless it's something that you're saying I can do now.
You can try.
Did it feel like that? You said there was something in my headspace.
Yeah, there's like a sixth sense that has opened up, and you feel connected, part of a network, like almost like mushrooms mycelium, but this one is invisible.
Oh no! Okay.
The plants feel like an invisible limb.
An invisible limb. Could hard to interpret that, but in Nick's, does it feel like he could communicate like telepathically with these creatures? Does it feel like that's an option?
Like they're all looking at you and you feel connected to them. And there's like, as I said, like another sense opening up in your head. It's almost like, indeed, maybe you don't need to move your mouth to make your will understood nonetheless.
Then I will think to them as I stare out, as I've called out for them to move. And I just like feel that space open up in my mind. Like I fixate on the plant-like creatures. And I think to them, kill your ex-masters.
Oh boy.
All the plants move at the exact time, their heads moving from standing at attention looking at you to turning around and staring eyelessly at the 3 druids and the remaining Goliath.
That's fucking cool.
I had a feeling that's what it was, but I'm glad I was like right.
Yeah, it's like Chekhov's stuff, I guess.
Like honestly, if you wouldn't have teleported Aaliyah, I would have made a dash for that guy.
It's big.
Not really certain what is going on. I think Essie is still gonna run over to Daria, seeing that there's a lull in the battle, to use one of her potions of healing to revive
If
Darius.
there's a lull, technically Hamachi can heal him from here.
Oh, well, whatever.
It's not my turn yet, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, unless it's like a beat, like because it's 6 seconds per turn.
The druids immediately seem to understand what is going on, and they turn their attention towards the plants, and they shout out in fear. And
Matir, heal yourself.
actually, no. Let's
need to
actually continue. Let's actually
Okay.
continue what is going on.
Okay.
You have to
There.
wait 6 seconds, Nix.
Actually, let's continue. Can we move? Because they're...
40 seconds.
well, this all happened in a split second within your head.
No, I'm saying for Hamachi's next turn is like 40 seconds away because it's 6 seconds per turn.
Okay.
He is the ancient, he is the land.
Yeah, the druids immediately turns, and they are going to basically bull rush towards Nyx while screaming out in trepidation.
Won't be the first time people have come screaming at him while he's holding his staff.
And they're all like having their hands held out towards you. There is panic in their eyes. Okay, Lyria, your turn.
I mean, is he on a sport? I think so, yeah. I can run like this and not get opportunity attacked, right?
Yeah, sure.
Because my speed is doubled, so Lyria's just gonna run around seeing as they're going for Nyx, who is... I don't know if she... I mean, I guess she had a feeling that the big guy was important, but also, like, Nyx and Hamadi are, like, the only ones who can save... who can save the people who are down, so...
Remember, just because it's been a couple of weeks, that we did agree that we did want to interrogate one of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So...
And you're the only one that really does melee.
Illyria is gonna just attack regularly.
Okay. That's a good meme for this situation.
Oh! Okay, well,
Yay!
that guy is gonna be split in half.
But you're doing like max damage on the crits, right?
Yeah. So there's one random roll, and then there is
1d8 plus 8 plus 9.
Yeah.
You wait.
That's 19 radiant damage.
Okay. You rush up to him with your hasted speed, and you just stab him straight through the stomach. But then retrieves your rapier. There's more blood coming out from the second time. He's still standing, but it's like kind of deal, you know?
Yeah.
There's others. Make him an
Yeah.
example.
You have more
Like,
attacks?
it wouldn't really make sense to switch out like in the middle of this, so... Because I think technically I could switch over to my regular rapier and try to non-lethally attack him.
No, you can just take his leg. It's non-lethal.
Well,
For a
his
while.
leg, we don't need those.
If it would be a higher DV if you target somewhere specifically, but if you do hit that DV, I will allow it.
Okay, I mean, yeah, she's trying not to kill them.
Okay. Stab like an extremity.
Yeah.
Oh my god. One
yeah?
off a crit?
Yeah.
Cool.
Jesus.
Cool. Don't touch my licks!
Illyria is terrifying!
Well, he went from being completely okay to rough. You basically stab him in the middle of his left bicep, and then you do this flick with your wrist that going up, so you're like severing the bicep from like the bone before you rip your rapier out of his arm, and it just dangles there, pretty useless.
Hasted attack, go!
Is he still up?
He's still up.
Sweep the leg.
18?
That's just enough with increased AV because there's bark skin going on.
11.
Oof. The person is not down. You stab him through the thigh and it slows him down, but he is on the cusp of falling unconscious from the blood loss.
Cool.
Cool.
Action search.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay.
down.
Ooh.
Assume he's down.
15. Oh no, actually it's 25. I'm looking at the yeah, for sure.
25.
Yes. By stabbing into the other thigh, he just tumbles to the ground and
We
like,
won't have use of any of his extremities, but we might be able to keep him alive.
he starts bleeding out basically. To the point he's not dead completely, but there's still going to be death saves, if that makes sense.
That is absolutely fair. I don't know how this guy is still alive.
Well, needed to see. Okay. Oh, I'm not.
Hey,
haven't
wait, I
decided.
still have one more.
You do? Oh, fuck. Okay. Do you have your left movement? I think you moved 11.
I don't think I do. That's right. So
Throw it.
I don't have anything to throw. Wait,
Your lightsaber.
I can't throw my lightsaber, but
Do you have something else to throw?
You can throw a rock.
can I throw? I'm not attuned to it, but can I still throw the dagger of sacrifice?
I mean, yes, but you will not get bonuses from it. But yes, you can throw the dagger sacrifice.
But it would still be a dagger, no?
Yes, you just won't be like a +1.
Yeah. So just a regular dagger.
Yeah, 412.
Red dagger, regular sacrifice.
Yeah, and 4 is just enough to hit the one down the line,
Yeah.
so you don't do disadvantage. Okay.
So that would be a +8 then.
Dagger.
Because I think I do have, dagger is a finesse weapon, so I'm proficient in those.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Oof. The person, as they're running, just leans down a little bit and it goes flying over their edge, landing somewhere in the grass over here.
Okay.
Where?
Oh shit, I have it not to show to others because I'm doing... You know, if you throw over here...
Like somewhere where we could find it after the fight, though.
Yes, like over here.
Got it.
Like,
Doing secret GM measurements.
somewhere here.
Shock. Gasp.
Yes, okay. That's your turn? Are you
That is my-
fine now? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Are you sure? Don't want to do
she
5
just kinda,
other
like,
attacks?
turns towards the other two, kind of like, don't take another step.
Jeez.
That's pretty fucking cool. Like you're holding a rapier in one hand, lightsaber in the other. You just chop down their friend, and you're standing in front of them, just like being
Yeah.
this blockade of finesse damage.
Stefania is smart enough to understand what is going on. I'm pretty sure she is. Yeah. 18 cutting. I'm pretty sure she's gonna she was about to attack, but she stops herself, looks over to you all, and then rushes over to her brother and screams out to you, "He's down! He's hurt! Somebody!"
She ran through the spike growth.
Oh yeah, right. No. She just did like a beeline around it.
Got it.
Gonna lose like the last of her movement to drag him out of it. Okay, all of... As Stefania looks up, very worried about what they're going to do, she doesn't... Her fears does not come true. They're hyper-focused on their new task. And they surround this poor guy over here.
Oh man. And Saul gets to witness it all?
Yeah.
It's always laughing maniacally in the distance.
Like, I'm just gonna say from all of these attacks, this guy is dead. It takes a few turns, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we have 4 attacks against the druid that is lagging behind. Okay. 3 misses, but 1 critical.
That's about right.
28 points of damage. This guy over here, his whole back is full of needles, and they kind of like stumble and then grasp the ground with like a hand for a second as they're like trying to find their balance, and they're continuing to, like, their gaze turns towards other directions, towards something that will not lead them to death. Any way to get out of this? Yeah, there's pure panic over there. Then we have this guy over here also, actually, who hits with plus 11.
Well, boy.
Yep. That's also a hit. Oof. Yeah. He just gets pelted down with attack after attack. This guy's like gonna run up and dash up to there. Okay. From a role-playing standpoint, Essie is very worried about Darius. She cannot reach him, but she thinks Illyria has this. She takes one look at Illyria and is like, okay, I'm not needed. And she's gonna like rush up here to Stefania and Darius, and over her shoulder she's gonna cry out, "Cousin, help me!" Okay.
What? Chicken.
To deliver it to somebody else, that's an action. And she's
sure,
not...
you can hold it up.
She's not fast enough.
Cool.
She needs to dash to get over there. So I'm gonna make another death save. Okay. Hamartia.
Hamartia has been absolutely transfixed and had this fascinated gaze but all the carnage from Nyx spraying someone to death and the layer doing layer things.
Yeah.
And then...
I mean, quite frankly, I don't think Illyria has ever done that before.
And then the screams for help from Stefania wake her up from her sleep, and she's like, "Oh, sure." And she is going to do a little whisper in the wind and cast Healing Word on Nyx.
Nyx is full health.
Shit, so she's gonna Healing Word herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as she does so, because the Golden Butterfly is still active, the whisper will echo within the butterfly, and everyone within the golden area will heal for 7 damages.
Ooh.
And that's a heal. It's not a temporary heal, it's a heal.
You can hear Stefania's cry of relief as Darius makes a as he like gasps.
I'm gonna reroll of that because I'm next to Nyx.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
So when you do that, like the whisper on the wind sort of like glimmers for a second and it just gets accentuated. It's more like a double on top of it. It's almost like a re-recording of your whisper, but you can still hear that dull whisper on the wind. But then it's like, no, what I really meant was.
Yeah.
Hamartia is going to pat Nyx twice on the back and say, "Thank you." And she will move. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she's in range. And she is... I think she's in range. How much is it in Wind Blast?
1 billion miles.
Yeah.
So 24 meters, I think.
Yeah.
I think so
yeah.
too, but I'm gonna double check. Yeah, 24.
She's gonna blast the living bejesus out of this guy.
Okay.
That's 1 blast. That's a 16 to hit.
That just hits.
3 points of force damage.
Okay.
As he just starts cackling. Shooting the engine!
As he finally like rights himself, as he continues or they continue to run, their back now turned into like a hedgehog. There's like this missing hole, small, like a bullet wound basically, straight through his body in the middle of his chest, and there's another like gasp of air. Still standing.
You better dodge this one! And she'll suck another wind blast at him.
Okay.
14 to hit.
That bounces off the iron bark. Or the bark skin.
I'll get you next time. And that's my turn.
Okay. What does Soul do?
Well, the big guy is dead.
Well, maybe in a turn or two, but he's like occupied over here. So I
Okay,
think.
so Soul is just going to sit back, hand back over here, and enjoy the carnage.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay.
Has a little tiny bag of popcorn.
Yeah.
Can we just give that to Soul, like the ability to like
Eat
summon
popcorn?
tiny
He's gonna do the whole like Link from Legend of Zelda, just pull it out of his ass. Like for some reason, like his storage of popcorn is somewhere.
just like a little spark of magic, and he has like a seat and some popcorn ready.
Yeah.
Oh god. Perfect.
God.
Okay, Nick's your turn.
Okay. I will step over this guy as I like focusing down on what's going on. I can see this guy bleeding out, right?
Yes.
Yeah. This guy is also very close. Oh god, I'm not sure. This guy is also very close to death.
And this guy here is
Untouched.
untouched. Okay, we have our happy helper, Mr. Green.
You're a mean one.
Mr. Green. Okay, what's the range on this one? Okay, I'm quite far away, you know? I counterbanked pretty hard.
Yeah.
I can go here from there. I cannot. It's far. But I think that's okay. Let's see, spell slots. Ah, fine. Fine. Okay, I will move, stepping over it, and I'll be like holding the staff, and like his hand is getting covered more and more in blood as he like steps up next to Hamatia, and he like once again pulls out his finger guns and like glimmering of
Not the finger guns.
the finger guns of
He's gonna finger them.
the fair guns.
Don't say it like that.
I'm not gonna twin this one. I'm running low on spell slots, but on sorcery points. But it would just be a guiding bolt on this guy as I clench the staff and will even harder the guys to attack the masters, but the blue one and leave the green one from lethal damage, if possible.
Okay, so attack the blue, but leave the green.
Yeah. Let's attack the blue and surround the green. Finger guns coming out. Pew pew. Pew pew. 23 to hit.
Yeah. How do you want to do it?
Oh, it has to be like as he's What hit him last before? Oh, it was the wind blast, right?
Yep.
So as like he's just like reeling back from the concussion force of the wind blast, and Hamachi says, "I'll get you next time." And Nick's like stands up next to her and like points his finger guns and goes, "Like this." And the guiding bolt flies through, sparking like a trail of golden glimmer as it just like flies through the air and smacks him full force in his forehead where his mask is, and cracks the mask as it like penetrates through his head, blowing out his brains from the back.
Okay.
Then he cocks his elbow and blows his finger again.
You hear a little mumble going, I could have done some the same. Coming from Martin.
Okay.
I think that's everything that he can do. Well, this action. I don't think he can do any more bonus actions. I call out to Illyria. I say like, "Leave this one to die. We have our mark." And he gestures with the staff towards the green.
Okay. The green one skids to a stop, looking at the staff in Nyx's hand, realizing that with Illyria in front of her, actually, there's nothing to be done, and plop, they just run away.
I don't know about that. You see, last time that someone ran away, what happened?
So they were standing over here, so they're 9 meters off the map. They're just booking it.
Illyria's hasted. It won't make any difference. It's
Yeah,
an Acheron again.
I mean, take him,
Illyria
definitely
can go-
try.
Illyria can move 12 meters per turn.
Yeah, I know.
No, more that. 18.
All right, Illyria, what do you want to do?
Illyria is going to go after the one running away and basically just kind of like comes to a stop. Like with this supernatural speed, and just comes to a stop, like maybe like a meter in front of her, to where she like almost bumps into Illyria.
Oh.
And
yeah, to kind of bump off your chest, take a step back, go down into like a crouchy stand. You can see that there's also mud on this woman, but they're kind of attempting to do this kind of snaking pathing up her hands, like following the very simple tribal kind of tattooing that she has, that is just basically a lot of small dots that probably took a while to heal, like snaking with this pattern, like vines going up both of her arms and then disappearing underneath the ropes and the letters of her chest, and in her hand, her head, there's basically dreadlocks pulled into a ponytail. There's like these twigs and flowers kind of braided into it, and she has a very interesting veil covering her face that is made out of moss, like how if somebody had like a cloth veil that is just underneath their eyes and then hangs over their whole face, but hers is made out of moss.
So cool. And Illyria will just kind of like stand in front of them, and is just gonna like with like a gesture mostly, but she's also gonna speak, basically just like cut off the path away as much as she can with the still. I think I still have 2 or 3 turns left on the lightsaber on the sun sword, and just kind of like hold that out and She's gonna say, "Can you understand me?"
Make me a presence. Just a pure presence. With advantage, considering the situation.
Like, you understand me? It's like there's so much context, and there's like not like can you just understand me, but can you understand what I'm trying to say here with holding this fucking blade of light? You understand what this means?
Yeah. Yikes, that's an 11. I have my inspiration.
Do it. Use it. I would say use it, but your choice.
Yeah, I've got to use it. That's a 12.
But you roll at advantage, right? Again.
Yeah. I mean, with something as powerful as GM and inspiration, that's the only time I allow it.
Okay.
That you re-roll the advantage.
Nope.
Oh my god.
But it's still enough. There's like a few steps back, eyes twitching towards the path behind you, but she kind of sees your own like twisty, twitching form that like you move unnaturally fast, and she looks over her shoulder, stares at the situation behind her, and she's going to go down on her knees and bow before you. Like the whole way, like her face is like touching the grass kind of bow. Her hands outstretched.
To end the combat, seeing as the druid is now bowing in front of Illyria. I know I'm jumping the gun here, but could I mentally communicate to the blights to leave Barovia, walk into the mists, and never return?
They look at you, and then they just turn around and start marching towards the west.
Nix leaves out a big sigh of relief. Whew.
Yeah.
Turning around, can I, unless Illyria wants to do something, I guess let's resolve Illyria first. Next we'll like turn around and see if there's anything further on this guy at the back, I guess. Before realizing there's a hecking lot of soul rituals that need to be done right now.
Yeah, and fast.
Yeah. So, because this guy's a big guy, so he'll check him. Basically, what Nix wants to do, just to, expedite it, check anything in the pockets, or anything of like ritual worth, and then if nothing, to arrange the body in appropriate before reaching down on top of his hand and like showing domination over his fallen body. Laborious. But I'll be doing that, and then
Okay.
pulling as many souls out as can. And I look to Hamachi and say, "I need souls as quick as you can."
I know. I'm coming in. Hamata is already like preparing tons of dried leaves to put in mouths so that you can get the souls out and eat them.
Essie is also hearing this, and after making sure that Darius is okay, steps up and helps as well.
Look, I'm dry.
Yeah, and it's like, ah!
Okay, then we gonna jump over to Illyria.
Illyria's gonna ease up a little.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to say get up and come with me. I'm going to assume there's no reaction.
They, from like staring into the ground, the head just moves and just looks up at you. Like, it's not, I mean, she's definitely showing a total, like, submissiveness here, you could say, and the fact that she's bowing like this, but her eyes stares daggers at you.
Illyria is just gonna kind of like stare back and then motion with the sword back to basically where he came from. And kind of like try to convey like this way, like with like her head.
There's a moment of surprise in her eyes, and she stiffly stands up and slowly starts to walk back towards the mansion. I assume that kind of escort her there, but like walking behind her.
Illyria's gonna escort her there. And you know, kind of like maybe, just make sure that they don't run away.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do some math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 times 0.5 fragments. The last Goliath warrior is potency 1.
There were 2 Goliaths, right?
Yeah. The other one is potency 2, the first one you fought.
Okay.
And the 2 druids that are dead are also potency 2.
Oh my god, finally. At least some juice. Ham, do you need any?
Just a point, as you two... Actually, if you went over to this one first, and then Martia went over here. Martia, you look down, and you see that the chest is rising and falling on this unconscious one. They rolled a critical 20 on their death save.
Let's see what Ham does.
Actually, there's 4 more deaths, so it's an additional 1.5.
17. Cookie.
Cookie? Muted? Did you go BRB?
Yaniv? I didn't see burp.
Where did you die?
So maybe nobody said anything. But...
You know what? Let's go for a break.
Okay, fair enough.
It's time for a break anyway. Refill your glasses.
Cookie, oh no!
Pet your pets. And come back and let's see how Hamartia reacts to this.
Time to check for chocolate milk.
Yes, and eggs. Okay, I'll be right back. Please write to Cookie.
Okay, I'll drop into the channel.
Okay, Cuckoo. I'll be back.
Which ability for a chocolate milk check? Let's say, survival brawn.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey,
What are we doing?
break
I
time.
read your
shit,
message.
okay. Oh shit, yeah.
So which ability did you roll for chocolate milkshake?
I said
Well-
survival brawn.
Chocolate milkshake.
Yeah, maybe. I think it has to be a bit more like you need to have a special class called Imperial Sovereignty so you can take it from the locals.
I mean, well, we're talking, okay, chocolate milk check is like, wait, are you saying, Hemo, that we have to extract the milk first?
Mmm.
Because then obviously it would be animal handling.
Recall the
With
recipe.
cocoa.
If you don't have it, it would be intelligence. So it would be like a craft check.
And then it'll be a survival to find cocoa.
Yeah, for sure.
And,
And then probably brawn and cunning and dexterity checks, refining the cocoa.
oh, it's not that hard to refine cocoa. You just leave it in the sun. But it's more about understanding that the fucking bitter chocolate is actually delicious with sugar.
Mmm.
And then with like some sort of alchemy, you need to mix them together.
And then realizing is a good fit for milk as well. I mean, that's another added complexity.
Yeah. And then to market it for like chocolate milk is like some sort of
Yeah.
mass empathy.
Yeah. That would be more into the social realm of things. Yeah, for sure.
How can I rip off the poor?
Giving them dopamine.
Yeah, exactly. How can I get the kids hooked on this?
Addicted to sugar and then dopamine rushes.
Uh-huh. So, did you catch all that, Hemo?
Write it down.
Alright, I'm back.
Flip it.
So what did I have to roll for chocolate milk?
So many things.
Oof.
But I do have successfully acquired chocolate milk.
Okay. But you're not in Frostmark, so I guess.
Hold on, I'll have to clip this.
Yeah, and we're gonna put it in the actual wiki
Oh no.
on how you go about actually making chocolate milk in Frostmark.
Oh god.
Or you could just, have water and prestidigitation it to taste like chocolate milk.
Or you have a profession that earns you money, and then you go to the store and exchange money for chocolate milk.
Wait, are you saying Frostmark has chocolate milk in its stores?
I am
Is
saying
chocolate
that
milk
anything can
widely
happen in
available
Eternal
product?
Suns.
Is in Eternal Suns, sure. Is there like
Or
an-
Ketseba. Ketseba might be
an
the
Eter-
place.
Okay, is there an Kitseba equivalent of Willy Wonka then?
Anything is possible in Ketseba.
And Oompa Loompas?
Yeah. And then you have these brave chocolate kind of traders who brave the stellar expanse to move chocolate as like contraband from Kitseba to like other realms.
Yeah, and there's this whole prohibition thing. Like it's all now. It turns into a whole campaign that you're chocolate runners.
Yeah.
Can I vote for
Evaded
that as
Dana
next
Pick
campaign?
and nightmares.
Chocolate runners of the void. Let's do it.
The very rare encounter is Vigomo. You know, the storm that he is.
Mm-hmm. He's
Gotta
like
avoid.
You gotta avoid it. Okay, and the space booters
Yeah.
that are attracted to sugar.
The nightmares attracted to fear.
Uh huh.
Damn. would be on brand for Marc. I mean, they definitely have the jungle kind of environment, and they're definitely technology leaning.
Or are you saying that there is a Mirror Mark branded version of chocolate milk?
I mean, why not? Why not? There's a more high quality one that is like super expensive. That's from Kitseba, but if there's any place, it's probably Mirrormark. I think Mirrormark had a Maya Intertech aesthetic. Yeah, Maya, Inca. There's also Nepalese,
That's how is your new
Indian.
job?
Huh?
You're having a job, right?
Have you started a new job?
Oh no, they completely deceived me.
What?
Having the I don't like talking, but
We can talk about it.
I mean, long
Never
story
later.
short, they made it sound like I got a job, and I told the two interviewers in the meeting, perfect, I will call my boss and quit today. I will send you my schedule. Let's schedule some time to write a contract. And so I can work there and in Burger King at the same time, because they needed me like immediately because of they're short-staffed. And then they just never contacted me, and I contacted them back, and then they told me there's been a misunderstanding. We are still looking at candidates.
What?
And then a week later, they told me I didn't get the job.
What?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
but since I didn't like write any contracts, right? There's no technically any laws broken. So I mean, I can talk
It's just a dick
to my friend, and she would rehire me immediately for Burger King. But both me and Joey agreed from a health standpoint that it's just better to quit and search and just live on less money.
Yeah.
I see.
Don't you have work over in Sweden?
Sorry.
Does that mean streaming for subs again?
Yeah, probably. I've had a little bit of a vacation of like going through the depression and trying to enjoy like a vacation after the work, because there has been a moment of like just slowing down and realizing that I don't need to work, and like there's been a lot of zen and like trauma repair.
Oh my god.
But I've already started searching. Got like 2-3 applications out right now, and I will get to it this week of getting down into the nitty-gritty of things.
Like
I'm gonna do.
in Israel, you don't notify anything or anyone and keep it secret until you sign the fucking contract. That's like,
Yeah, I mean, I
thing
was so excited because it was also that I was referred from a friend, and their friend was in the meeting. She was the head of that station that I was going to be working at. So I felt like I was in safe hands,
Oh shit.
right? That,
Yeah.
like, and both of them heard me say that I was going to quit, and none of them said, like, wait, we're still looking at candidates, calm down. So, yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is. Let's get back to it. How about you? As you, Nyx went ahead and told you, let's take these souls before the time runs out, and they escape on their own towards the afterlife. Whilst Nyx took care of the one just beside him, the one who carried the staff in the beginning, you turned to the closest one that is on the ground, and as you step closer, you can see that the chest is rising and falling. They're still alive. I'm ready.
He's still alive then.
Mhm.
And Amartia will slit his throat.
Okay. I mean, it's super easy to do. There's no resisting.
She just looks down at him and has this sly smile
Mm-hmm.
as she smells the blood coming.
Okay.
And she's gonna take his soul! Ah!
Yeah, like the act of killing him kind of becomes a soul ritual. And as soon as his final breath is drawn, the soul is in your hand.
Nice.
That's another potency 2. So there is 4 potency 2 in total.
Nice.
Okay, at this point, Illyria, you have herded the last remaining druid back. And Marty, as you look up after absorbing the soul, you see the druid walking towards you, and you see their reaction of you like just slit at the throat of their friend. And there's just cold fucking murder in their eyes. But they stop a few meters away and then look towards you and Illyria over their shoulder, not knowing what to do.
All is fair in love and war, my friend. And unfortunately for you, you lost.
Gonna raise their shin high, gather something in their mouth, and then they're gonna spit towards you on the ground.
Well, I mean, it could have been you there. So I'd suggest you'd be a little bit more thankful. You misbegotten creature.
They just stare blankly at you, continuing with this murderous glance. There's no recognition of what you're saying.
She is going to continue walking and ignore her completely.
Okay. Running over to the corpses that are like over here, helping Essie run around and gather them all. Next, in the pockets of the druid, I mean, there's like a rusted knife, like scissors. There's some paraphernalia of like a tooth, like a wolf tooth maybe. There's like some mushrooms. Adrian, no, you
There's
don't
mushrooms.
need. You don't need.
What? What happened?
Don't do this to me whilst I'm jamming.
So what's in those pockets?
Oh, fucking hell! How can I keep my... Okay. I'm a professional GM. Okay. There's, like random stuff. There is no coins or anything like that. There's like a small rusted knife that maybe was like somebody's kitchen knife once upon a time, but has been used a lot. They have tried to sharpen it over the time, like over time, but it's just grown smaller and smaller and smaller. There is some mushrooms, like a wolf tooth, and like other small, as I said, paraphernalia that you can get from the natural world. They also have a backpack, which contains like a simple hand axe, as well as a like sleeping bag that is made out of moss and branches and things like that. It's very, very low technology.
It's hobo gear.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. And just before I, or as I take it, so like, is there any markings on his body, or like if I take the mask off, obviously the poison is kind of probably done its work on his face, but is there any sort of markings, like any obvious tattoos or anything like that?
Oh yeah. There's a lot of tattoos, like basically covering most of the body. I feel kind of tired of saying it, but they definitely used nature as their inspiration. He has these deers running on a field, but kind of K-wall style.
Okay.
Across like their back, and it wraps around their shoulder, and there's like one bigger deer with like a big crown that comes over his right shoulder.
I suppose the thing that Nyx is like curious about is because they were using magic, and whether or not they're also communicating with Boreas or something else.
There's like a lot of things, like there's like something like a dream catcher that is dangling from one of the horns. There's small like stones and bones and things like that, but the only thing that is around his neck is this thick kind of leather necklace that is rapidly tied around a long quartz, like a rough quartz pillar at the base of it.
Oh, I'll take that, I think.
Okay.
Just as a curiosity, before heading back over to Illyria.
And it's like a white quartz.
Okay.
For sure. And you can see this this druid, as I explained, these dreadlocks pulled in this high ponytail with twigs and vines and flowers braided into it, that moss veil over the face, and a very similar kind of get-up with like stuff everywhere.
Obviously, still need to do the soul extraction for all of them, so obviously contribute to that. But if we fast forward from that, if we all have the souls. Question here is just, Ham, do you need souls?
I have plenty of souls, actually. I've been pretty much...
You've had good luck with your... you haven't lost a single soul for a long time.
Yeah, I have two level 1 souls, one level 3 soul, and one potency 1 soul. So I have 4 souls all in all.
Okay, so not that many.
Illyria would very much...
I haven't lost, but I haven't gained much either.
Like, Illyria would very much like some souls, but I think she's probably the one who's kind of like watching over our new friend right now.
I'm just, for sure. Like, I'll put them all for now. I think I have a soul gem. I have a soul gem. Oh, hold on. That's already got 13 halves in there and 1 times 1 in the soul gem. How big is this soul?
Originally it was 1, 3, 1, 2, and 1, 1. It depends on if you taken anything from it.
No, we put more in.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't converted the 13.5 and 1 yet. I think it was from all the puppers. Or in our werewolf.
You also thought these things on your way here, and it was about.
Oh yeah, no, actually, it was from there.
20 or 30 of them.
The
well?
spiny boys.
The spiny boys.
Things that we fought on the way here.
Oh yeah, okay. The needle and twig.
Yeah. Oh god, we have a lot of souls I haven't converted then. If this is an additional 13, how much does a soul gem hold?
It depends upon its clarity. You have a flawless soul gem. That is pretty good. Like, it's a rare.
Rare.
Where?
It can store a maximum 15 potency.
Yes.
And no single soul may be higher. Okay, with the fragments, 15 potency. So if I put another 13 in, that's 26. So
but
it's 13.
At level 8, you should also have a pretty high limit to what you can hold in your soul mark as well.
Sure. But it doesn't make any difference. Okay, well, just like hold it down for now. Like, Nyx can be the sole repository for the time
You
being.
got 22 maximum potency in your soul mark.
Holy crap.
I mean, it's been a little while since Nyx and Illyria have exchanged souls, so
Yeah, baby.
God, calm down.
We call it massages for the kids. It's a
Okay. It's PG-13 version.
How did we end up in this situation?
It's like The Sims. We just go under a bed and you see like arts fly.
Nyx and Illyria they're occasionally woohooing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
occasional woohoo buddies.
Yeah, they're occasional woohoo buddies.
Woohoo friends.
Yes.
Okay,
Woohoo patriots.
I will track these additional and we'll figure it out later.
Yeah, okay.
17 times 0.5.
8.5, right?
Huh?
17 times
Oh.
0.5 is 8.5.
Yeah, I know, but the...
Okay. you're
Let
just
me
putting
do
that-
the math.
Okay, I'm sorry. Essie and Stefania kind of help Darius back on his knees and kind of support him as he hobbles all up over here. All of them are kind of, you know, those who are into nitty gritty of things. There's like dried blood, some mud, some grass that kind of stuck to the mud, and you know, all of that good stuff. But kind of leaning on the two ladies, he comes over and says, "Well, that was bloody brilliant. For a moment there, I thought things were. What happened?"
Well, it wouldn't be heroic or worthy of a saga, as he pats his book on his hip.
Nyx
If
found
everything was
the
easy.
control stick.
Don't have to give it away, Illyria.
Control stick. So you're saying
I'm
that
not
they're?
sure.
Are you saying that they were controlling it through that kind of staff?
It seems so. Seems strange. When I hold onto it, I feel this extra link with those kind of creatures, and it kind of squishes. It's a little bit porous, and this like bloody liquid comes out of it.
When you
Oh,
kind of
oh, wait.
tense your hand around it, you can feel a little bit of actually the bark and the kind of dry wood underneath, beyond the pores that's pouring blood. They give away a little bit. It's very brittle, actually.
Oh, maybe, you know, so you know how these creatures were sucking up blood or like, and then they got bigger. So maybe, as much as the staff was controlling them, they might have empowered the staff. So maybe if we dry it up, we may be able to destroy it.
Why would we want to destroy it?
Because it's evil? I don't know. I mean, sure, an army of murderous plants might be handy.
I don't necessarily think it's evil. Sure, it's a little bit icky, but I could take a moment to see if I can find some sort of references in my book. It'll take a while, but you know, I'll do my thing. But first things first, we have.
What do we do with our friend?
Well, I was going to ask you, Illyria, and I sort of like look towards the druid. Does he understand you? Do you understand us?
Sure, I mean, they haven't answered me, but we did just, well, murder all of their friends.
The forest folk is looking around at all of you, kind of surround them. They're looking at the person that is currently talking, but they don't seem any the wiser from it.
I think they understand us about as much as we understood them.
I heard the sounds that they made. They seem to be able to communicate. They have mouths, but maybe they don't understand this language.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, let me try something. I'm going to speak in Sylvan and say, hello. Hello.
They're kind of tip their head at you, and then there's a crease of a forehead, and they say back in Sylvan, no.
Found you. Oh, they speak Sylvan. I speak Sylvan. It's great.
I heard one word, and that's your meaning that they speak Sylvan, or they just know the word no.
Oh, I mean, they said no, but maybe they just refused to speak with me since I killed one of fans.
Yeah, but...
But they are aware of Sylvan, which confirms a certain theory that they probably answer to. And I'm going to take a close look at her, and I want to see how she reacts. And I say, Reign of Mount Gakis.
There's another kind of head tilt. A mighty think. And then a hesitant yes.
They serve a hag.
Om ni ska göra någonting med mig, gör det nu. Kommer dö innan jag säger någonting.
So annoying. I know what you're saying. And I don't speak primordial. Nyx will hear these words and say, I just need a few minutes. Catch your breath. And Nyx will sit down on the cart here and open up his book, and you can see as he's turning new pages, more of that glimmering red illuminated text starts inscribing itself on the pages as he casts Comprehend Languages.
Okay.
Ritually.
The druid kind of looks over the shoulder again at Lyria, sees that she's not twitching anymore, and like there's a moment of where you feel pretty lethargic.
Yeah.
And her body tenses a little bit, but immediately Stefania steps in and kind of with a crossbow ready in her direction, saying, I think not.
Thanks.
I'm going to tie her up.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
We probably should.
Okay, so...
I don't like her soul mark and her fingers being ready to cast whatever she's able to cast.
Sure. Yeah, so Hamatia will tie her up.
Esmeralda steps forward with you and kind of her two weapons at her side, staring at the forest folk. There seems to be a willingness to resist from her as a more that came forward with rope, but seeing this silent threat from Esmeralda, like there's nothing they can do, and yeah, they're restrained. How do you tie this knot?
What do you mean?
Hands.
Yes, but do you like in the front, in the back, the legs as well?
In the back, legs as well. And just for good measure, I'm also going to gag her so she can't do any verbal spell until Nyx will be able to speak to her.
I think you have enough rope to tie the hands to the legs by like forcing her down on her knees.
Sure.
What are you gonna gag her with them? Because you don't have enough rope to do that as well.
I'm just going to shove a piece of cloth. I'm going to step over the dead body and rip off a piece of cloth and just shove it in her mouth.
Oh god.
Okay.
She's gonna like try to move her head away, like try to resist. But like Esmeralda's hand on their shoulder, they're gagged as well. It's very useful that you're able to comprehend languages to cast that. That is a spell that we have forgotten to do. Wasn't passed down well enough through the Mordekov lines. It's very useful. But I don't know what they will be able to tell us, but I am interested to know, says Darius as he takes a step forward and kind of scratches his beard as he says this aloud.
Well, I won't be able to speak their language, but I'll be able to understand what they say. And I've been around, what can I say? I've learned a lot of things, and, well, this book of mine tells me things that sometimes I might have forgotten.
Perfect. Be sure to ask about the stones.
Well, like I said, I won't be able to speak her language, but I will be able to understand everything that she says, so I hope your acting is up to par.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
But she seems to understand us, so I think, well, basically, if she can understand us speaking common or Markish, and I can understand her speaking whatever it is, then we have two-way communication. We will see.
Thanks for the save. It seems like I blacked out there for a while. Whoever did that, that was very cool. Gives like an awkward thumbs up. But is feeling pretty bad, like a little bit ashamed that he needed to be helped that way.
It was so.
Really? The moth?
Well, Sol's shinier half.
Oh yes, I don't really have a name for that one yet, but he is quite useful. Just manifest somehow. I still didn't really get into the nitty-gritty detail of it.
You're all very useful. Okay. There's some small talk back and forth. Some rubbing on some areas that have taken some damage. And you kind of fret a little bit as you wait for Nyx to finish the spell. Which happens about 6 minutes later. Nyx?
I slam the book closed because, of course, that's exactly how I remember it to be. And would I be able to correlate the wording that they spoke? Like, now that I can comprehend literally any language, it's the text is that I understand the literal meaning of any spoken language, but I wouldn't necessarily know, unless I've heard it before, what language it is. I would just be able to understand it, whatever it is. Like, literally anything can speak, and I will be able to understand it.
Well, you've seen it written. Will you be able to understand that it's...
If I've seen it written from a comprehend language perspective, I would understand any and all of it, so...
Then from the time that you cast comprehend languages on the etchings you took of the standing stones, that green wording, not the infernal red, you notice to be primordial. You don't really remember exactly what they said, but you kind of got the gist of it as you think back of I'm not going to talk, I'm rather dying.
I get up and I like make myself appear very confident. Like I square my shoulders, I put a little strut on my step, and I strut towards this tied-up druid with like a little half-cocked smile, knowing something more than what I did before.
Mm-hmm.
Try to give that presence effect of, I got this. I know what's going on. And I say, you can speak in your tongue. I'll understand you perfectly. The quaint little language primordial. Wouldn't say I've heard it spoken out loud, but anything you say right now, I can tell and understand you. I'm pretty sure you're just like your friends here, willing to die for a cause, yet I'm not here to ask those questions of why you choose to die for a cause. My friends here, they wish to reclaim their land back that, for some reason, you thought was a smart move to move into. I am aware of the gemstones. So tell me, if you want a quick and easy death, tell us what you know, and I will be sure to ease your passing with as little pain as possible. Should you make this difficult, well, you've seen the blade of light that my friend carries, and that sears and burns with more pain than you can possibly fathom. And you'll be happy to put it in places you would rather it not be. And I will flare my eyes like a little bit, growing using the cursed ring to like
You
make
got
my
like the
eyes.
only useful cursed item out of that.
The ring of extra edginess.
Actually, at some point we should. But we don't have the pool anymore.
No, I have vials still.
I'm just saying we could go for another round of like, grab something out the bag at some point, but not right now.
Oh, okay.
Why do you sound so disappointed?
The forest folk, the woman, looks at you and blinks her eyes slowly, and she kind of has to twist her head a little bit to look at you because she has now been tied in her body facing a certain direction, but she kind of moves her upper body a little bit away from you as you flash your eyes, and
I removed the gag.
She coughs a little bit and like still try to lean away from you, kind of squinting her eyes at you, and says, I have no idea what you're talking about, devil child.
You don't know why you're here?
She looks at you again and then look at the rest of you and then looks to you again and creases her forehead like more and like shrugs.
I think she doesn't understand
No, she understands. She's responding to me. She just can't speak it. Just like I can't speak primordial, but I can understand it. You can ask her questions and I'll be able to interpret and translate for you.
I was under the impression that there was more understanding when Hamartia spoke in Sylvan, but I might...
She honestly replied like an idiot who doesn't understand the language, so I wouldn't say that per se. Like you know 3 words in a language and you're trying to be polite about it.
Guys, we already have established the line of communication. If you wish to ask a question, ask away.
What's her connection with Friend of Mount Garkis, please?
I like gesture towards Hamati with my head whilst looking at this druid. Tell me about your connection with Rin.
In broken Sylvan, again, very slowly, she says, Rin, yes. Go?
You can speak. Would I know the word? Like, the word of the language of Primordial? Like, how to pronounce it? Not to speak Primordial, but just like, you know, you can say Francais as like French, you know?
Sadly, you only know Primordial as it's said in common.
Alright, so, you can speak Primordial. Speak your tongue.
You're all idiots. I don't know what you're saying. Just let me go or kill me.
Oh no. Okay,
I
I was
was
wrong.
right.
I was wrong. It clearly doesn't.
Right.
I will like take a leaf of my book and I can write in Primordial.
What?
Oh,
Comprehend languages allows me to understand any written language I see. Must be touching the surface of the words. Oh.
I don't think it means you can write it.
No, I can't write it. No. God damn it. Right. Then it's time for charades. Time with me. I will like charades. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I will hold the staff and I will like I will like grab her jaw and like point it to like hold her up, and I'll point to the staff and then like sort of gesture like, what the fuck? What is this?
If you think you can get away with this, then you're surely wrong.
I look at her with like a knowing smile and like just slap her.
Yeah!
Oh, fuck you too.
And then I like say, I shake my head and say,
Say?
I do it again. I do again the gesture, like to the staff. Excuse me. Like a gesture. Tell me.
Why does this matter? You cannot understand me anyway.
I nod when she does. Like, oh yes, I can kind of nod.
What kind of devil magic did you just do? Do you understand me right now?
I nod.
Well, know this. Child of fiends. Send me on my way, or kill me. I would never betray my people.
I point to the ones that have died, like that are bleeding out on the ground. And then point to her, gesturing like, these are your people. The ones that lie dead around you.
Yes, so hurry up and do it. Clearly know how to. So why are you a coward?
I look at
Agreed, Julie, agreed.
played with cameras.
Yeah.
Like I look at Stefania and Darius, and I say, "Do you remember what the gem looked like here? Do you have any recollection of what it is? The shape of it, perhaps?"
I mean, of course, we all know it.
Quickly, describe each one for me. Rough terms, and I will. Hamatir, take a stick and draw them on the ground in front of her.
Sure. I can make an illusion as well.
Oh, illusions. Yes, try and do this with kind of like a police sketch artist, but with minor illusions.
Yes, is this your gem?
Yes. This the gem that touched you.
They're about like 4 or 5 centimeters tall, 2 perhaps centimeters wide, and then they have perhaps like 1 centimeter wide, as in 3D. So they're like an oval shaped, kind of flat, but not completely flat, completely smooth, identical stones, one of a brown jasper with like several veins going through it in different brown shades. There's a completely clear tourmaline that is in this it changes shade from a clear blue to more of a green, and in between there's this turquoise kind of color. And then the last one, the black opal, is mostly black but have these spots of a rainbow of colors.
Mm-hmm.
That
I put them.
shine in the light.
So like should show that in front of the druid, and I point to the illusions, and then I like bump the staff on the ground.
She looks between them, looks at the drawing, and then she looks at you in the face, and she says, "You're never getting it back." Never.
I'm gonna use the ring again to make my eyes burn, and I get closer. And you know how sometimes it's even creepier to not say something? Just like hold absolute reassurance in your own self.
Mm-hmm.
And
This
just like
unwavering kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Make me a presence. Is it more deception or a persuasion here? Do you
it's
believe?
more 100% I believe we're gonna get them.
Okay,
It's just
okay.
a question of a matter of time.
Then presence, persuasion. With a +1 because of your
Oh yeah,
glowy
God.
eyes.
Yeah.
Oh!
Damn.
Ooh, jeez. Ooh.
At first, she holds your gaze back unwaveringly, but she's the one that blinks away first and like leans back, unable to take the tension between you first.
I grab her jawline and like continue to like give her this entirely confident, entirely overbearing kind of stare down. And then I point to the illusions and the drawings again, and I would gesture like in a charades. I guess, I mean, to expedite this, could I gesture somehow? Because he's really good at,
Just
his
cocking
persuasion.
your head slightly towards in that direction, but never breaking eye contact.
Yeah, to communicate, it is this, and then final rest. And that final rest could either be, easy or painful. And to do the best he can to charade that.
Ooh, okay. To convey this, make me another, exactly the same check.
Okay.
But, okay.
29.
Alright. Even without words, there's enough going on in between your eyes that you know that you conveyed this message, the essence of it, loud and clear. And against her will, there's a chill, like this shudder that goes up her spine, and her hair on her arms stands upright. But despite that fear, there's still defiance in her eyes.
Amatya.
As she shackles to herself.
Oh. Okay.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you do. It's already too late.
I narrow my eyes, like questioningly.
It's
And
done. You're too late.
Keep the gaze and see if there's anything that she wants to use as her final words.
Do whatever you want to do with me, but know that Winter Splinter will be your doom.
Winter's Splinter or Winter Splinter, like one word?
Winter Splinter, one word.
It sounds like a water park.
I say
Oh.
Winter Splinter back.
And she is gonna attempt to bite down on her own tongue.
I look to Ezzy.
She succeeds, she draws blood, but she doesn't bite through her own tongue yet. She's about to do it again, like, she opens up her mouth really wide and
I'm
like,
going
sucks out
to.
her tongue.
Amata is going to try to shove the cloth again into her mouth when she sees this.
Okay. She gurgles a little bit upon the blood which stains the cloth, but she's unable to do the last thing, and she like trying to, despite being tied up, she's like trying to resist and like jostles, and she falls down on the ground and like still trying to get through, fighting for her life to end her life.
He's going to pin her down, like just take a
sit on
knee.
her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll convey to everyone. This one is zealot through and through. She's not looking to tell us anything, except for the fact that we are too late. There's nothing we can do, and this name of Winter Splinter.
Well, we might be able to use some enhanced methods of interrogation if you're all willing.
Enhanced
You know.
with pain. This one is ready to be murdered. She was already trying to kill
She
herself.
was in the process of biting off her own tongue.
Yes, but being dead is being peaceful, and we can give her anything but.
Are you suggesting to remove her limbs?
I would start with the nails first. I wouldn't go for the limbs so quickly.
I know this is, well,
Darius is
Do you-
defining us
more or
looking
less
at you in a new
war and
light.
all, but, like, this is where I...
Wait. I want to hear her opinion. Hey, do you think this is a good idea? Should I start with the nails or the limbs? What do you think?
She can't understand you, Hamatia.
So can you translate that to her, please?
I can't.
Oh.
I can't speak her language.
Okay, so maybe we can do like a drawing where we. Shit.
Listen,
being Bexxy.
Hamatia. I am
will
uncomfortable with
have
wanting
no
to.
part of like torturing someone.
Not without a cause. This one clearly is not of any sort of hierarchy level. She is born to. Well, she's ready to die for the cause. She is not fearful. She is defiant. And breaking a defiant person through pain is not how you do it. Nor do I think that she will ever break.
Oh,
She's given us
okay.
the name of Winter Splinter. She doesn't know where those gems are because she didn't seem like she was wanting to hide anything. According to her, wherever these gems are, they are not here. But we have achieved our first task of... Well, we haven't actually gone inside yet to identify if this place is clear, but after sending every single creature away, I can imagine it is safe to go inside now.
I think we should probably, well, share this information with the rest of your family first.
I was going to suggest
After
we...
making sure that the
I
place is secure.
have no trouble with torture. We gotta do what we gotta do to gather information, but only if you are comfortable with it. But I prefer it to not happen on the lawn where my kids are playing, are going to play again. Says Stefania.
Can anyone of your family speak Primordial?
Sadly not. If we did, then maybe we could have understood the motives of the forest folk when they first started their attacks better.
Side note, does Nix remember if Asphodel spoke Primordial?
She did not either, because when you...
Oh, it's Draconic.
Yes. When you got to the stones, you were all, like, you understood the Inferno, but you did not understand.
But not the Primordial.
Yeah, nobody understood the primordials, so...
Okay. Oh, that's weird. So Nix could theoretically read the rubbings now and understand them.
You already did! That was
Oh, I did. I already did.
the
Yeah, I
poem.
already did them.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. I'm done questioning her. She's a little bit creepy. I prefer we ensure that this place is safe. Maybe ask the crows, the ravens that are still standing to go and communicate to your family that the barn is now, well, the farmhouse is clear. At least to wait outside until we come out. I think we still have that task to
I
do.
agree.
We don't know exactly what's going on inside.
Yeah. We gotta do that. Yes. 1 second. Darius moves over towards the surviving part of the swarm, sitting on the other side of the house, and Stefania kind of gives a look to Essie and says, "Would you help me? I don't think there's any money in there, but if there is, I need your help. You did good." No, well, you asking for my help? Well, when you flatter me that much, I mean, sure. How could I say no? And Essie and Stefania heads together into the house.
Okay.
So what do we do with her? Do we let her go? Do we... What do you want to do with her?
We can give them to them.
Fine.
Honestly, I don't think we get much from her. In fact, her soul is probably more useful to us now than the wriggling zealot. But I'm past that now. I'd rather not kill more. That is unnecessary. Lyria, she will, in the blink of an eye, will turn on us. She is not our ally, and she will run away and inform others. This Winter Splinter, I don't have much
I'm
information.
aware of that. I'm just.
I think the fastest thing to do is to use your Blade of Light and end her. She seems like ready and willing and wanting to be with her people. But I understand if you can't do that. And Nyx will, I guess, like leave the area
know
here.
I've done that, but.
Amalia, Illyria, you look at each other.
What?
Illyria will kind of like go through the area and like pick up the dagger that she threw.
Elia, are you fine guarding her? Yeah.
Define fine.
Are you willing to do so without some sort of moral burden? I can guard her just as well, and
Like guard, do you mean kill?
no, I mean guard. If I went kill, I would say kill.
I thought it was more or less agreed that there is no reason in keeping her, no?
I'm pretty sure that Stefania and Deus should have the final say in this matter.
I should be fine.
Very well then. I'll make my way over there. And if you need anything, I'm here, okay?
Alright.
Alright, where is so? Stop sucking blood, come here.
But it's my favorite pastime!
No, but you've had your fill, you'll get fat.
There's nothing bad being fat on blood. That's a life worth living.
I can't disagree with that one. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of blood. Oh, whoa, whoa. Is that blood?
Nyx, as you step into this big room, you can see
Jesus.
Stefania and Esmeralda have walked through a door and gets into another area. This room here that you walk into is this very large 2-story. Like the ceiling is 2 stories above you. That is occupied by 4 huge wooden vats. One of the vats fronts have been decimated, seemingly hacked down, perhaps with an axe. Inside there's merely just a centimeter left of a muddied purplish red kind of liquid. And this destruction explains why the floorboards beneath your feet is so sticky. As you look down, you can indeed see a thin layer of a viscous liquid, which probably is a drying grape juice that has poured out of the vat that is destroyed, you surmise.
I can touch a little bit with, like, reach down, like, touch my fingertips to the thing and, like, to the liquid and smell it.
Yeah, it's sour. It has a funky smell to it, but it's still fruity.
It's not blood. Unless it's a fruit bat.
In the middle of the room, there is a staircase that leads up to a balcony that wraps around 3 of the 4 walls. And there are gangplanks that lead out over the vats to probably enable the winemakers to stir and inspect the gestating liquid within the vats. In the corners of the room and underneath the balcony, there are tattered remnants of what would have been probably neatly stacked supplies in barrels, sacks, and crates. But these containers have almost all been broken, and the remnants, as well as everything within, has been scattered across the floor, discarded, trampled upon, and drenched in this liquid on top of the floor. The air is stale, sour, and there is dust dancing in front of your eyes.
Nick sweeps internally for the wine. Well, Esmeralda and Stefania went to the east. Let's try and lock this place down. Just.
Yes.
Where's Illyria?
She is guarding the one.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Do you think we should just get her or be done with it, or?
that's not for me to say anymore.
I guess.
I mean, we had no trouble in ending the lives of our friends in the heat of the moment. And Illyria was exceptionally adept at chopping one down. Did you see how fast she could move?
Yes. It's quite the feat. She's also really flexible from what I've seen.
Oh, I know she's flexible.
So,
Why do I feel like someone's talking?
You hear another door open, and Essie's and Steph's voices open up another door and go underneath the balcony area. And she waves at you from the side, like in between 2 floorboards of the stairs, and they head into a room over here.
And let's head to the west too. Let Illyria do what Illyria needs to do.
alright then. By the way, Nix,
Yes?
thank you for trusting me in that one part. I appreciate it.
It was a little sketchy there. I mean, I always kind of felt we had a little bit under control, but it was brave of you. What made you want to take me?
Well, you are... So tactically speaking, you're probably the most tactfully adept person in the party, and well, we were pretty much being surrounded by a lot of plants, and both of us can't really do the fisticuffs really well, so you were the natural choice.
This stuff, it's icky. It is not really my jam. I mean, would you like it? After all, I wouldn't be holding it if I wasn't taken. Call it a victory token.
Sure, thank you.
You end it. And Nyx will hand Hamartia the staff.
Oh! It shrinks a little bit as you hold it, Amartia.
Oh, it's my size now. That's weird.
It's probably magical. I can identify it for you later. But when I was holding it, I felt this space open in my mind, that anything that those creatures were just, I could just feel that I could communicate with them. I don't know if that's the same with you.
Yeah.
If it's like one of those things like that.
Indeed.
Olivia sword.
Hermione, as soon as you touch it and hold it in your hand, there's this space opening up in your mind, and you feel you're linked to something still, but it's disappearing quickly. Soon, you might not be able to control it, and there's this urge that wells up in you of take control.
Oh, that's whoa, that's weird. Oh, that's spooky. Okay. Martia is going to concentrate for a second, and just for the sport of it, will tell them to stop for a moment and then continue to scatter to the winds.
Yeah. You instinctively know that whatever that you're talking to immediately stop in their tracks, and when you tell them to continue, they do.
Oh,
There's
that's...
a little voice in the back of your head that says, "Such a shame."
Oh. Did you hear that? Nix.
Huh?
Something. A whisper. Did you whisper anything? Was it you? No.
Well, I just farted, so sorry about that.
I see. And I also smell. Okay, let's move.
Okay, we're gonna walk to the west. See if there's like, we're gonna explore. See if there's anything to explore.
We are exploring shit.
This is an exit.
Yes, indeed. You walk into a small kind of what's the word?
Foyer?
Yeah, like a foyer. There used to be coat racks lining the wall. Some of it has broken down and like fallen down in like a diagonal line across one wall. There used to be several like outdoors clothing. Some of it is not there anymore, some of it is on the ground, some of it has been ripped, trampled over, stepped over, it's all dirty. There's also several shoes, some of it is like everything is like scattered, some like soles have been broken apart. Some of these shoes are actually outside lying in the mud in the rain out here. The same thing with like mittens and hats and everything like that. Destroyed or horribly dirtied.
Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe not this way. Let's head back in. So, where did Ezzy and Stefania go?
They went through this door here. Then you have a door over here, and door over there. They earlier went in here and then came back through here. And then you have the staircase leading to the balcony that you can see in the corners. Have a door over here and over there.
We can see like it's like a wrapped balcony around the top, right?
Mm-hmm. Like an open balcony with like a simple railing that ends in a door over here and over there, as it wraps around these three walls.
Okay. What do you think? I'm thinking if they're going through the bottom, no one's gone upstairs yet.
No.
What does Samati want to do?
But that's what I want to do.
Martia follows Nix.
Okay. Going upstairs.
Okay. there has been a lot of foot traffic across this upper balcony, and you don't need to be an expert in tracking to see that, because there's so much dirt and mud that has and dust lingering with that has been brought into the house, that footsteps and other things walking through it is clear to see. The balcony creaks a little bit underneath your weight, but it still seems to be a healthy creaking rather than an unhealthy one. And do you turn towards the door to your right or to your left?
I mean, I guess it makes no real difference. Let's go right, because this seems more like we're on the out. We just went to the outer side, so to the left might be more of the outer side. So let's go right, so we go more into the winery.
Okay. Right. You open the door and you step into a large square room where there is a loading winch, like a pulley system, and there's a hole in the floor that leads down to the loading dock below, that which you saw when you teleported with Hamardia over to the druid with the staff. So you surmise that here's what they used, this pulley system, this winch, to lower barrels, heavy barrels, onto the wagon below. Again, it is extremely dirty on the ground. There's also some scattered like household items here and there in this area, but it seems to be mostly empty. There's a path that leads to your right that seems to lead to a staircase that goes down, but it's like a smooth staircase of more of a of a ride rather than steps. Probably be used to roll barrels up or down. And then to your immediate left and back, there's another door.
Left and back then, I guess, because we don't want to go down. We just came up.
You step into a short hallway, again, super dirty. There are stuff on the floor. You start seeing remnants of glass, shattered glass, and a little bit of ceramics. And at the end of it, there's a door that leads to the right.
All right. I mean, that's the only way we can go, so... Door on the right it is.
Let's go.
You all step into, both of you step into what seems to be once upon a time a working kitchen. There is glass all over the floors, mingled with sharp shards of ceramics. In the middle, though, the table seems to have survived, and all shards except the one that seems to have been thrown at the wall. There's some indentions there and then shattered into smaller pieces. There's an iron stove with a few firewood still standing beside it that seems to somewhat have survived, some dents into it, but and seems to be in use. There's like a little bit of a smolder, like an ember still in it, radiating a little bit of heat. But the cabinetry, like every door has been swung open. Some are hanging like from one of the fastenings that holds it. Like the door is like half holded together. Some of the cabinetry doors have been ripped out and you don't even know where it is. And everything inside has been cleared. And most of it consequently seems to have been broken on the floor. There's a few pots and pans that are made out of steel or iron that have survived but are like lying in the dirt or have been dented. There's cutlery strewn everywhere where most of it has been bent. There's one of the cabinetry on the wall, like at the end, like the row at the end of it is like half hanging on its side as somebody tried to rip it from the wall. Hinge.
Well,
thank
someone
you.
really didn't like this room. I guess, I don't know, maybe to a sort of like subconscious degree, Nyx instinctively just glances around for a ladle.
There is a sad wooden ladle on the ground that is broken into.
I try not to let it bother me.
There is a door to your right and a door to your left, and behind you a little bit that seems to lead back to probably some kind of to basically where you were, but a little bit more forward in the space.
Go right then, rather than go back.
All right. It leads you into the tattered remains of a master bedroom. Again, I mean, it's barely recognizable. Everything has been scattered and destroyed. There used to be this 4-poster bed, but one of these pillars holding it up at the end have been cleaved away from the structure and is lying in 2 pieces, broken on the ground. So the canopy has kind of fallen and sagged, obscuring most of the bed from you. There used to be like nice rugs on the floor that some of them have been ripped, others just caked with mud. Nightstands and what used to be probably some kind of clothing, kind of storage situation going on. If the furniture's not broken, everything inside have been tossed through and ripped and gone through, and it's just laying disrespectfully, like destroyed or tattered on the ground.
Well, this is a sorry state of affairs. I've slept in worse places, but still pretty sorry.
There used to be 2 paintings on the wall. One has been destroyed beyond recognition. The other one has been destroyed a few times. It might have been some kind of building or structure with some nature around it, but it's very hard to tell. And they're not hanging on the wall anymore. They're just lying on the ground.
Seems like, I don't know about you, Matier, but there was some real aggression towards any sort of commodities here. Like, it wasn't enough to just stop the wine production, but to remove any sense of actual hospitality here.
Might be one of the religious doctrines surrounding these weird folk. Maybe they just don't like being comfortable. Or maybe something about how this vineyard ran disgusted them so much that they decided to sacrifice comfort in the name of poetic justice.
No, it seemed, at least the one outside was almost blind with some fury that had to be done, some sort of purpose. It's like that they were trying to wipe any history of, the Martikovs, right? It's almost like they shouldn't be here.
But the question is why? Why would people who worship some hag dwelling in a mountain be so hateful towards a winery?
Both of you make me an intelligence check.
Just pure intelligence.
Average.
That's a 7.
You rolled d20 plus dollars.
Dollar.
Plus money.
Dollar. Plus
Plus
money.
dollars.
Can re-roll. Just repeat.
Money, 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 money.
D20 plus dollar bill, yo.
Just re-roll Harmonia. Do it.
14.
Okay, as you both talk about it and like think about like why are they doing this, and like think back and you think hard. It takes Nyx a little bit longer than Harmonia, but both of you remember Stefania and Darius, an elver who invited you at that campfire at the Rocky Knoll, saying that they're pretty sure that the Forest Folk are searching for something that they know, as in the Mordical family, is not in the house but somewhere else.
Oh, so they like tore this place apart looking for a gem.
And like when you remember this, talking like remembering Darius and Stefania mentioning this, and then looking through like the chaos around you, I mean, that might make sense.
Well, just like as a casual look around this decimated bedroom, there's like, is there anything not like completely overturned and emptied and destroyed? Is there things that?
Make me an investigation, Kare.
Okay. Okay. 19.
19. As you go through the room, it takes a few minutes. You find actually hidden by the canopy of the bed a little strongbox that have taken so much damage. Like, this strongbox probably held out a long time before it broke because it's bent and abused beyond recognition.
like a tin can in a store that someone's thrown the can around.
Exactly. And you look up a little bit at the surrounding and you see these interesting indentions in the wall around you.
Oh, no, makes sense. Then Nick takes the box and like fits it into some of like the holes in the wall.
Yeah, probably, yeah, like a CSI. You figure it out. But in it and around it, like strewn haplessly on the bed, is money. Most of it seems to be gold. But there's platinum and silver intermingled with it, and there's just left there.
But just like that's, I guess they were really not looking for anything of worth except for what's that gem. But find the keepers.
Really?
Gold, platinum.
Really?
You
You're gonna steal from the particles?
I'm gonna steal. I'm going to like acquire it and count it, and then distribute it.
Some of it back.
Well, I mean, to be honest, they weren't exactly the most accommodating, or like, okay, you can go kill them as well, yeah, we're not really sure we can trust you if you're strong enough, so do this like massive purge of like evil creatures, and maybe we'll like let you stick around. We're not stealing from the Marticals. We are taking our fee.
I disagree, but I'm not here, so I can't stop you.
We don't know how much there. It could just be only like a couple of platinum. That's not exactly much.
You quickly count it, and it leads to that.
13 platinum, 15 gold. Okay. It's still not that much. It's only 130 gold. 140 gold.
In the meantime, as you're looking at money, that is the Marnikovs, Illyria, what are you doing? If anything.
Well, I mean, Nick seemed to be kind of expecting her to just murder this person. Hamartia seemed to want to leave it up to the Mardikovs.
What does Illyria want to do?
Considering that there is no clear decision, I think she is kind of just waiting for the Mardikovs to be here to make a decision together. Because, you know, like, she helped clear the place out, but they ransacked their house, you know, like. But Illyria does tend towards wanting to just let her go, because I think she has some semblance of a moral compass left.
But you just murdered her friend.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between murdering someone when they're shooting lightning at you and your friends and murdering someone when they're tied up.
Oh, sure. So let her go and then kill her. She's not tied up anymore.
Wow.
Duel.
Semantics.
Like, at least, I don't know, I think that's kind of like, you know... I think she thinks there's a difference.
I think you at least hesitate a little bit. Or?
I mean, definitely.
And you hesitate long enough, like... And I think probably also wanting to hear what the Mardikovs think. That at this point, like when... As Nyx is counting Mardikov gold, the Davian and Elvir comes walking up carefully towards the house. And you see them.
Like, turns around and gives them a greeting, kind of like without really like turning away from the prisoner that we have, and still kind of like has her rapier drawn, gives like a greeting.
Davian is very slow, but Elver kind of comes running up. His eyes are wide open at all the carnage. But he looks towards the house and he seems to be standing, and looks towards you and the captured druid. And you did it! You actually did it!
We managed somehow, yeah. Illyria looks a little bit beat
In
up.
Boria's name, you are fantastic! And he like runs and hugs you.
Oh,
Thank you for removing them from our house. And he kind of like lets go of the hug, like still holds onto your shoulders. Thank you.
careful, those wounds are still bleeding.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to go and check if the horses sunflower.
You go check.
Good. Spun
So
sugar and
far, I've heard
sunflower,
no
and he
commotion
goes.
from the house.
He goes running. I'm sure they will be fine. And he goes running and immediately goes into the stables, and you can hear squeals of happiness as there's the thrust, like a quick neigh of a horse. Then Davian comes up slower, very like slow, and like grunts with every step, extremely like crooked over, and it's up to you. With his walking stick, still that raven sitting on his shoulder. I am surprised, I must say. I didn't think you had it in you.
I mean, we have accomplished quite a few things in our time here.
I am not certain what I looked forward to the most, if you succeeded or not. Either way, things are about to change. And I am worried about what that means for us all, but a deal is a deal. Elver, my boys, stop. The horses seems to be alright. I need you. Sorry, father. And he comes out from the stable. They're still fine. I don't know how, but they're still fine.
I mean, quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually took care of the horses.
Oh no, perhaps he would have took them. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I should have never left you. And like tries to go in again, like hug the horses, and then Davian kind of like struts his walking stick into the ground and like ever, like very low and growly. Oh, yes, sorry. What do you want? Would you take this thing and take it out back and dispose of it to nourish the earth a bit, shall you? Oh, yes, of course, gladly. And from like a flick of his wrist, a knife comes out, and like almost like he's taking out trash. Elver comes up to the druid and kinda grabs them by the rope and drags them away.
I guess that answers the question of what she wanted to do with the prisoner.
We are unable to communicate with them, and history with them has shown that they are unable to cooperate. There is no other way.
You have found a way to somewhat communicate.
You did? You
Comprehend languages in the game of charade.
Ah, but that is not enough. Comprehend languages do not allow you to speak the language.
We got some information, but they are...
You still did.
Determined. Don't underestimate Nyx.
I am starting to learn that, but calm down. We don't have all day. We need to sit down and talk. It is time. And Davian first heads up the veranda, not looking back on you, just expecting you to follow.
Yeah, Lyria's gonna follow.
And Davian only stops momentarily, takes in kind of the state that his home is, but just sighs heavily and keeps on going as he mutters to himself. A deal is a deal. You should have my knowledge. And with that, we're going to end tonight's episode of Curse of the Misery. Woo!
We did it!